Hello guys, it's resumption season. Have you recently relocated to the UK, US, Canada or Australia to begin your master's program or your postgraduate studies? Today I will be sharing some tips on how to ace your exams, how to ace your coursework, how to ace your master's or postgraduate studies. I'll be using the UK as a case study, but most of the things I would say today will be relevant. If you would like to watch my video on how to graduate with good grades, I will drop that video in my description box. Just go there, click on it and watch. Today I'll be telling you my story of how I graduated with a distinction and tips you can adopt to graduate with a good grade. First of all, I'd say that people say that it is easy to get distinction abroad or distinction in the UK. I would say that it is easy and it isn't easy. It is easy because you have to put in the work to get what you want. Secondly, it is easy because you are in a system that works. There are several factors within your control, unlike in Africa where we have some unforeseeable circumstances like missing grades, bad lecturer, different factors that could impact your final result. Here, you have to put in the work, you have to do you have to follow the rules, and if you do the right thing, you give it your best foot, you are ready to graduate with a good grade, you will be able to. But it is not easy in the sense that it will be challenging. It will test your wit, it will test your strength, your stamina, and you have to start and finish. First things first, if you want to ace your master's program or your postgraduate studies, first of all, you must attend classes. And that is so important because, the classes are where you get taught, where you have the opportunity to ask questions, where you can rub minds with fellow other students like you, where you can meet people. So it is important that you do not joke with your classes. And the thing is that there are opportunities to, learn from each other when you are in the class. Like the lecturer could come up with a concept that you're not familiar with. It's easy for you to, it's easy for you to ask that question right in the class and get answers, or make friends that can be useful outside of the classroom. So it's not a time when, especially if you're coming from Africa, Nigeria, you have just relocated to the UK and you really want to ace your academics, the best thing is to attend classes. That's what you have come for. So attend classes. That would be the starting point. Notice in the course of this video that I'll be repeating some of the things that I said in my previous video on how to graduate with good grades, because this concept is kind of similar, just that there are some peculiarities in the UK that may not apply in Africa or in Nigeria. The second thing is to have small groups. If you go to classes, you definitely meet with fellow students like you, and you guys can create small groups to discuss some concepts, to rub minds together, to share ideas, and that way your understanding of what is being taught in class is enlightened. So if you really want to grow beyond what is taught in the classroom, it's good to have small groups. And that was very, very useful to me during my time. We had this small group. I remember my international finance class, I was struggling with these exchange rates and the rest of them. Despite coming from a finance background and working in the bank, I was really struggling. Well, we had a small group, so book a small room in the library. We'll go there and would just discuss the concept. Generally, we try to apply it to our everyday life, and it became so simple that when we're even going to take a quiz, a test on that coursework, it was so easy for me because I could relate it to my everyday life and I was able to answer the questions. So have small groups of like-minded people that can help brush up your idea, your knowledge, and enhance your understanding of the concepts taught in the classroom. The third thing I would say is do your personal research, especially if you're coming for a master's or postgraduate program. They will tell you that 30% of your knowledge will be from the classroom and 70% will be your personal study. So you cannot just rely on whatever is taught in class, and you have to do your personal research. And guess what? In the UK and in advanced economies, they have good library system, online library that can provide you with every single information that you need. I used my university library a lot. Like I used to go physically to the library. I could get series of textbooks that would enhance my understanding of the concept. And then we had online library journals. You could read We had access to Financial Times, Bloomberg, all of these, because I did finance anyway. You have these resources, numerous resources at your disposal to help you. So you have no reason to feel, unlike maybe if you're coming from Africa, you know that you may be short of information or resources to enhance your knowledge. But here in short, you would be the one trying to save the one that you need, because it's just a lot. So guess what? You also have ChatGPT, leverage AI. Like, you have several AI that could make the work so simple. If you just drop a concept, it's going to break it down into simpler forms for you to read and understand. So right now you are in the best information age where you have no reason to fail. So if you've just been taught in class, you don't understand the concept, take it to ChatGPT, take it to Gamma, take it to other AI tools and let it explain to you. Then leverage your online resource, your online library that you have from your school, and the concept will be so easy to understand. So don't sleep on it. Leverage your online library and it would really, really do you good. Another thing you need to do to ace your postgraduate studies is to leverage on the one-to-one with lecturers. One advantage you get in advanced countries is that you have the opportunity to meet with your lecturer. They will tell you the times that they are available in the office. You can go there, sit with them, have some discussion. So if you know that there's something I was taught in class that you do not understand, or maybe there's a coursework that have been given to you, or an exam, whatever, you can go to the lecturer and say, oh, I don't understand this. What is your expectation? And most times when you're having an exam that is forthcoming or coursework has been given to you, depending on how your program is structured, mine was mainly coursework. Although I did like an exam, or let's say there was one that was split 40% exam and 60% coursework. So if yours is just coursework, or even exam, you could meet with the lecturer. What is your AOC? What is your area of concentration? What areas do you think we need to look at so that you can channel your energy to the right place? And you can hold the lecturers for their word, right? Or like, in Nigeria, if a lecturer says, go and read this place, and you focus on that, your expectation might be met with disappointment by the time you get to the exam hall and you don't even see any of those questions, and then you're like, I'm done for. Like, that doesn't happen here. If the lecturer says, oh, if you focus on these aspects, read the theory, that would really, really come out. So the essence of studies abroad is not for you to cram. They want you to understand the concept and be able to apply it to your everyday life. So the lecturer is ready to give you everything that you need to succeed. So if it's something you're not clear about, leverage it and go speak to the lecturer and get clarity. Even going as far back or as detailed as the coursework itself, he will guide you in the right direction. He will tell you what he's expecting. He will give you a format. There's usually coursebook, handbook. That's another thing you need to do. Your coursework, your handbook will give you guidelines of everything, how the work will be marked, what the lecturer is looking for, concepts you need to incorporate in your research or whatever you're doing. So if you go through that handbook, it will tell you everything you need to do to succeed. So if you follow that, then success is just by the corner. So make use of that. Finally, study. That is what you came to do. So why not study? And if you've got exams around the corner, study. If you've got research to do, study. Dedicate significant hours to studying and you will get the result. Leverage on your predecessors. If you have anyone that has taken the course before, speak to them. What do you think about this course? What can I do? What can I not do? I remember speaking to someone who was like my senior about Turnitin. Then I didn't understand the concept of Turnitin. Like, there's plagiarism check where we check your work to be sure that it's original. It's you that did the work. So if you fail the plagiarism test, you could fall into trouble. So you need to own your own research and do it yourself. So I had to speak to my professor. So he told me the appropriate score, told me what I could do to paraphrase and everything. And it really made the concept really clear to me. And I remember a time when I was also struggling with a particular coursework. It was so investment, I can remember. It was so stressful that it required, checking out stocks and making investment decision. And we had to do like high level Excel and I was struggling, I had to speak to someone and we went through the process together and it became clear to me and I was able to also teach others and we all aced the exam. I got an A and I was so excited. So the reason, even if you're struggling with something, that is the more reason why you need to put in more work, so to study more. So don't say because you don't understand something you won't study, you go and you just abandon your studies. No, the truth is if you put in that study, if you get the required resources, if you speak to people, your lecturer, it will get easier. It will get easy for you. You can even speak to an academic advisor. You even have a personal tutor. Like, I don't know what else you're looking for. Like, the university will organize a personal tutor for you, someone that will guide you through your journey in school, that if you need help in any way, it could be there for you. So, leveraging all this help. Ultimately, focus on your transferable skills. The truth is that if you're applying for a job, nobody's going to ask whether you had a distinction, whether you had a 2-1 or a first class, especially in abroad. Like, they don't count what you came up with. They want to see what you can do. What transferable skills have you been able to build from your studies? And that involves critical thinking, analytical skills, research, networking, presentation skills. So most times when you have this mini group thing and you have to collaborate with other people, it shows that you can collaborate. So it shows that you can work in a team setting. Those are skills that you can use to demonstrate in an interview to show, oh, I am the perfect fit for this job. So if there are collaboration times of collaboration with your peers, be involved in that project. If you have research, be doing that. If there are case studies for you to analyze and provide feedback, be involved in that, so that you can showcase in the job market ultimately that you have the skills that they need for the role that you are requiring. I mean, what I'm saying is focus on what you can get, the skills that you build while you're studying, and it will really help you in the job market. I think I've said a lot already. I mean, if you use all the step-by-step approach I've given to you, you'd be able to get good grades. And if distinction is your aim, you can get it. If there's any other thing you think I have not mentioned or you would like me to mention, please drop that in the comment section. Thank you for watching my video up till this extent. We have come to the end of the video already. So thank you so much for being there. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time. Bye.